Kia ora koutou and welcome back to Cooking with Kath here in Hawke's Bay, Aotearoa, New Zealand. Today I'm going to do a really quick and easy, very Kiwi classic actually, bacon and egg pie. Gary's heading away for the day tomorrow, so he's going to take this with him to share with the friend he's going to visit. So all you need for this Kiwi classic is eggs. Now quite a few. There's 10 here, so I'm going to put all of them in. Some good pastry sheets that are already pre-made and ready to roll. Bacon, of course. I like to put a little bit of onion in my bacon and egg pie, and some cream and milk mixed together with salt and pepper, and that's pretty much it. It's a very quick, easy meal, but always a real favourite. So let's come together soon once you've got your ingredients ready, and we'll build this bacon and egg pie ready for sharing. See you soon. Hi, welcome back to Cooking with Kath and the making of a really good old Kiwi classic, the bacon and egg pie. So I have finally diced my onion and chopped up about 4 rashers of bacon, and they are frying away over there. So now I'm going to break 8 eggs, about 8. These are large. If they're small, make it 10. You do need quite a few eggs for the bacon and egg pie, just to get it to rise nicely and give it a good lot of body. But these are quite big eggs, so I'm thinking 8 will be fine. So there we go, pop them in there. And in with your eggs, you're going to put some milk and some cream. I like the richness that the cream gives the bacon and egg pie too. So in with your eggs, put about a cup of milk, and I would say about, I don't know, maybe a cup of cream as well. 3/4 of a cup maybe, if you prefer more milk than cream. But I'm putting a good lot in there. So there we go. So about a cup of milk and a cup of cream, and I have 8 eggs. So a little bit of salt and lovely freshly ground pepper into that mixture as well. Now mix it all up to combine, and that's the kind of the base of your bacon and egg pie that goes on top of your pastry. So flaky puff pastry is what I use, and is what, you know, for this lovely pie. So I can hear my bacon and onion sizzling, so I'll go and give it a stir. And look, this is a great quick and easy meal, so any evening or any night you come home from work and you need something quick, this is what you should make, could make, with a lovely green salad. Alright, won't be a moment. Hi, kia ora, welcome back. So we're going to build our bacon and egg pie now. Now I have my baking tray here, and I have sprayed that with some oil just to ensure that the pastry doesn't stick to the bottom. Now I'm taking my individual pastry sheets and I'm going to patch them together a bit like a jigsaw, really, just to make sure it fits into my baking tray. So I have a little brush as well and a beaten egg that helps with the sticking of the pastry. So just put that where you need it, and stretch out your pastry a wee bit and just stick those pieces together. Make sure they're stuck together, otherwise the egg mixture is going to leak through, and we don't want that. So give it a good press together so it's stuck. Alright, that's fantastic. So I have another piece here, and to give it a little bit of a stretch, and use your brush, as I say, and the egg wash just like a bit of a glue. So put it at the edge there and patch your pastry in, ready for your egg mixture and your bacon and onion to go in there to cook together. So there we go. And my jigsaw puzzle is not quite complete. I just need another little patch here in the corner, so just cut that off. Now I'm going to put a lid on my bacon and egg pie, of course, it's the Kiwi way. Some people put their eggs in whole. I don't. I prefer them all mixed up together. But if you're someone who likes to put your eggs in whole, go for it. It's up to you. You're the one eating it. So there we go. All right. So I patched my pastry in there all together. So now I'm going to just pop my onions and bacon that are fried off in the fry pan at the bottom of my pastry. So I'll grab that. So here we go. Just pop all your slightly cooled off bacon and onions into the bottom of your baking tray there on top of your pastry, and spread that out nice and evenly. Here we go. Spread it evenly along the bottom. So you've got lots of deliciousness right across the bottom of the pastry. All right, so there we go. And then I'm going to pop in my egg mixture. So as I said, I have cracked 8 large eggs, about a cup of milk and a cup of cream. I have mixed that all together like so. There, salt and pepper to taste, however much you like. If you're salt and pepper, I'm a bit of a salty old sea dog, so I put quite a bit of salt in things, so you do what you choose. Alright, so just pour that lovely custardy mixture over the top. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now you're going to put your lid on. So do that separately. Make sure you've got your egg wash to stick, like so. Just put that round the edges so it helps the lid stick on, and then get your pastry sheets and put a lid on top of your gorgeous bacon and egg pie. And as I say, this is a great Kiwi classic. It goes in the oven for probably about 20 minutes or so, just until you look in there and you see that the pastry's risen beautifully and it's got a lovely kind of brown cooked look on the crispy look on the top of it. So there we go. I'm just patching together. Give it a bit of a see how much you need. I'm just going to spread those out a little bit there, and hopefully those two are going to fit beautifully on top of my baking dish. Okay, there we are. Lovely. So then just press those edges together, press them together so they're stuck nicely and so the egg doesn't seep through the cracks. Now you can see I've got a bit of a line across the middle there where I've joined the pastry. If you want to be really fancy, you can cut out some nice shapes and just stick them on the top there to cover that join if you like. But I'm not going to do that because once it's all puffed up and lovely brown and crispy, it still looks amazing. It doesn't make the taste any different. However, if you want it to look really great, please go for it. So there we go. I've sealed the edges. Now I'm just going to trim the excess pastry off like that. Anything that's just hanging over the edge there, like so. Make sure I've pressed all of those edges together. That's fantastic. Now I am going to grab a fork and put some holes so that the steam can rise. So just a few little pokes through there. You might see a little bit of the egg mixture coming through. Don't worry about that. Now please take the last of your beaten egg and glaze the top of your pie like that. That will give it just an added little bit of sheen and make it even extra amazing. There we go. Just cover all that with your egg wash. Cover it all with your egg wash, like all around the edges, and then pop it into your preheated oven. That's about 180 degrees. Mine's on fan bake, so it's kind of hot. Keep an eye on it cooking, and once you see all of that lovely pastry rising up and looking brown and lovely, that's a good indication that it's cooked. Now if you feel like the bottom of your pie isn't quite ready, we don't want a soggy bottom, just put it on the lowest rail and leave it there for a bit longer. Maybe turn the oven down a little bit so the top doesn't burn. But just giving the bottom of your pie a little bit longer if you feel like it needs it. Alright, we'll come back when it's cooked to see how lovely it is. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, hi. My bacon and egg pie's been in the oven for about 20 minutes. I did take it out and just put it on a lower railing just to make sure that the bottom was nice and crisp and cooked. So here we go. Look at that, a delicious, beautiful brown, crispy top to our bacon and egg pie. Now, it might shrink a little bit, but don't worry, it won't shrink much, and it's filled with all that lovely eggy, bacony mixture. So enjoy this beautiful Kiwi classic, the bacon and egg pie. Thanks so much for listening to my Cooking with Kath. If you choose, please subscribe to my channel, and I really look forward to seeing you next time. Take care out there, be kind, ngā mihi, see you soon.